Why, hello, nobodies. I'm using my sweet little lapel mic. I don't know if it's actually working. Is it working? It says it's on. Hopefully, it's working. So, if anybody in here, well, there's nobody in here, but if anybody comes in here, if they could let me know if the audio works, that'd be splendid. So, I got big plans today. Not big plans, just plans. They're just plans. They're not big plans. I need to um, package some worm castings for some customers. Oh no, we're getting all traumatic here. Should have done this before I started. Preparation. I'm not good at that stuff. Is my audio working? You know what I need to do? I need to look on my phone and see if the audio is working. I will be back in 2 seconds. I promise. Okie dokie. I'm back. I just want to make sure everything's working. Quick audio test 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's actually working. That's cool. Wunderbar. Wunderbar, as the Germans say. I got like a bunch of people coming to get worm poo, so I gotta get to making some worm poo bags. That's right. I use the highest quality of Chinesium sandbags. They actually work really good. It's not whatnot. Especially when it's $1 a pound. I found almost a 5-gallon bucket is about 20 pounds of worm castings, depending on their moisture level. Oh, I got a message here. Who we got? Aaron, what a surprise. Dude, I've been doing wonderful. I haven't in a while. I mean, yeah, it's been a couple days, I guess. I've been testing out some different I got a lapel microphone because I didn't like the audio from the other one. And I also got a fake GoPro action cam. Long story. I was gonna take a job. Turns out I didn't get the job. So yeah, it was exciting this job though. It was gonna be like I was gonna be like working overseas and that, like over in like Singapore and Japan and what other places? All those cool groovy places. But I ended up not taking it. Yeah, I honestly I like this little lapel mic for like 10, 15, $20. $20 it was good. So long story short, I did get an action cam. I'm not using it today. I'm using my cheap ass little whatever camera. Works great. I like it. But dude, I've been selling the worm poo like crazy lately. light this one is. Okay, let's stand on the scale the right way. 165. Okay. Oh yeah, it is 5 pounds light. Okay. Okay. But yeah, so it turns out like my goal of starting a business is actually starting to work out. Like people were like hitting me up every single day to get the worm poo. So that's a good thing. Okay. That one's good. I always go about 15 to 20% heavy on my worm poo bags. Yeah, dude, that's my plan. I hate it because like I want a lot of it for myself. So I've sold 2 so far. And I got like 8 people that are gonna come this week and get some. But I'm almost out. So like I can't take any more orders right now until I figure out what I have. So I gotta package up these 2. And then I gotta go out and run the trommel and get some more. There's not a whole lot left in there. I mean, there's a lot in there, but it was when I put it in, it was kind of wet, so it got clumpy. So I'm almost out. Like I may actually be going. I may end up having to buy some in bulk from somebody else and repackage it, which I don't want to do. That's like a last ditch effort thing. But I used to have a little doohickey that went around here that I could put these bags around to fill them. Not for doing worm castings. I use them for filling actual sandbags with sand, but I can't find it. I need a bungee cord to hold them. But I've definitely got to the point to where I can eyeball it. Yeah, I mean, this is just the leftovers from when I was breeding them over the winter. This is the castings from my breeding bins. Like I said, there's more back there. They're not going to kick it in high gear until like it consistently stays about between 60 and 70 degrees. Like if they don't make a whole lot like when we get these cold temperatures. And I do have like a heating pad in the big worm bin out back that I will turn on when it gets really cold just to keep them from dying. Because I don't want them to die. So I may end up buying some off somebody like in bulk, like massive bulk. Like taking my truck and my trailer down there and get like 4 tons of them and then repackaging it. You're not making much of that. Honestly, that's the thing I got to figure out. Is it worth the fuel, the diesel fuel, and 18 hours of driving or 16 hours of driving or whatever, to go get it? Not sure. Not sure if it's worth it. But, and that's the other thing. Well, I know this woman and I know her castings are high quality. But most people's is garbage quality. Like these here, I don't know if you can tell, like they are of the highest quality. I only use like the best stuff to make them, so how this one feels. little bit more. Yeah, good. Yeah, I wish I had more because I literally have enough to fill a couple more orders. Not cool, man. Not cool. Definitely need to go through my worm bin now. So about 3 months. No, I mean not enough to sell. Eating them. What your bedding material is. So all this here, most of this started with cardboard. Like that was the bedding material. This was all like big pieces of cardboard and leaves. And then what I did was I fed them. I got some right here. So like I tailored it to my garden, what my garden needs. So like this is the food I use. It has enzymite, which is like a rock dust that has a lot of micro minerals in it. A little bit of lime because that's another thing to do. There's a little bit of sawdust in there. So that kind of lowers the pH. So the lime gets the pH right, makes it less acidic. What else is in here? Alfalfa, like alfalfa pellets that you feed horses. I got them ground up, and then bird seed, like the wild bird seed. I grind that all up into like a powder. The thing I like using and biochar, because I found like if the worms process the biochar, if I make it super powdery, then I don't get this massive dip. Because like if I put biochar in my garden, I have this massive nutrient dip. But if the worms, if I'm making a powder for them, and the worms process it, then I don't get that dip. It just makes it a lot more stable. And instead of sucking nutrients out of things, it already has the nutrients in it. So, and then it's like a long-term release thing. So I love me some powdered biochar. Unfortunately, I just threw a ton of it away. So, yeah, that happened. So, yeah, you live and you learn. But, yeah, I would say to sell, it's based on a lot of different things. The amount of worms you have, the bedding that you're using. Like, I like using cardboard works great. Cardboard and leaves. If you can get leaves, like hardwood leaves, not pine needles, they really love that. I find that to be the best bedding material by far. And peat moss. Like I use a little bit of peat moss because that's just expensive now, so I don't use much. I also add a little bit of mushroom compost and cow manure compost, but I'm leaning away from the cow manure compost because of these herbicides they're using for hay and that kind of stuff. So I'm kind of going away from that and just stick with mushroom compost. So my bedding material is basically, I think I did a video on it. It's 50% peat moss, leaves, cardboard, or peat moss and leaves and cardboard. It's 50% of it. And then some mushroom compost and the hell was the other thing? There was something else. Oh, ground leaf mulch. thing I like about the mushroom compost is it has it already has some like very fine sand in it, which gives the thing some grit. I mean, on top of my Anzimite and my ground lime, like I use a very finely powdered lime to get the pH right. I try to keep it pH neutral. But I definitely need a lot more to fill these orders. Well, that's where I'm only selling what I have. So. I like to do like a triple verification on my weighing, you know. I don't want to screw people over, that kind of stuff. But this sucks because yeah, that's all I got. 60 pounds. I think I may have to go out and get some out of the warm band and run it to the trommel. So that's like a whole thing. Should probably do that before it gets too dark. I think we're gonna go run the trommel today. Good thing I have it set up. Sorry, I forgot to move you on. So I'm getting the trommel ready. I think I'm gonna go run it. Exciting. Who doesn't love some trommel action? I did put wheels on it the other day. That was cool. That was a major upgrade. Unfortunately, I raised it up, so I want to see if these little blocks make it work better. This is going to be the first run with the new setup. It hasn't been tested yet, so y'all get to see it for the first time. That's groovy. Hmm. Huh. I'm seeing issues with the new design. Not really. Why do you need to bend this? There we go. Okay. Grab my microphone. So I am going to need to get some more castings for sure. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Huh. Okay. I think that will work. How did this get out there? Oh, this is like a mystery. Okay, there we go. All right, let me go get a. I need to go get a screwdriver and what else do I need? Oh yeah, bro, for sure. Yeah. Um, I'll have a lot more over the summer for sure. Once it warms up, but so. Oh no. I did something wrong. I made a boo boo here. Where's my boo boo at? Oh. Ah, aha. There we go. That's where we need to be. All right, give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna go get a screwdriver and a. Yeah, screwdriver. That's what I need. Totally forgot I had a lapel mic on while I was pissing, so I'm glad everybody got to hear that. That's awesome. Okay, so I need to go get some castings to run through this. I will be back momentarily. Gotta bring down some more. This stuff's kind of damp, so it's not going to go through the trommel very good, unfortunately. But I need to be able to sell it. Yeah, let's see what she does. This stuff here I ran the other day, but it was really kind of moist, so it didn't pull out a lot. So I'm going to try it again. See if I get any more out of it. Shoot, I need a power cord. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Power cord. We're cooking with something. I don't know what. Oh, please tell me this thing's long enough. Oh, barely. Oh, that wire is messed up. What's that? All right, let's see how she does. about there. Okay. Okie dokie. Here we go. Yeah, that did much, much better. I kind of wish I didn't throw it all back in there last time. Like the stuff that like got balled up a little bit. I should have just left it out to dry a little bit, you know? Like this here, it's too wet. I think maybe if I leave it out for a day or two to dry. Check this out though. These are some of my Europeans. Big girl. Big. Well, they're not really a girl or a guy. They're both. Makes sense. That's the best way to have a relationship. Just have one with yourself. Man, it's exhausting. Yeah, so you can see that's the castings down there. It's got a little funnel, you know. I keep another board, but it's doing a good job. I mean, it's pulling it out. I said the other day, I had like way too much moisture in there, which I still do. Like the stuff I just pulled out has way too much moisture in it. It's gonna clump up, but I mean, it's doing a good job at separating it. And then this bin is like all the worms come out the end, but I'm not too worried about separating the worms from the other stuff. But like it makes little balls. But like generally, this will be your. I mean, it's mostly like your worm eggs, like this. You can see that a little worm egg. Look at that little baby worm. A lot of little baby worms. There's another little baby worm. Lots of little baby worms in there. You know, so these I do not want to sell because you know I got to restock my herd. Oh yeah, there's a lot of little teeny tiny baby worms in there. That's good. We need those for the spring. But yeah, the trommel works extremely well. So yeah, I'm gonna run it some more and give you guys a better view of it in action. I don't know how well you all can see that, but yeah, this stuff here is definitely very damp. See, it's like clogging up the screen a little bit. What I'll end up doing is, I don't know if y'all can tell here, probably not, cameras. So all the big stuff comes out that very end. So that's where all your worms and your cat. Oh, that big guy. Ooh, that's a nice one. That is a European night crawler. Whereas, like, generally, like, they're mostly little red wigglers. I like to have a mix because they compost in different, like, areas of the soil. So, like, red wigglers are, like, in the top few inches, and then the Europeans are a little lower down. So I just, best of both worlds, in my opinion. Yeah, at least I'm getting some more castings. What I'll do is separate out this really thick stuff from that thin stuff. Normally what I do is I use a small tray to catch this size material, and then another small tray to catch this one, but I'm just feeling lazy today. But I think what I'm going to do is just pull the smaller stuff out, put it in the garage, and let it dry up a little bit overnight, and then be able to rerun it in a day or two. So allow that to overflow a little bit. Cool. So I'm gonna let this stuff dry out some more. I guarantee, like in another day or two, I'll put it in the garage where it's nice and warm. So that way the eggs can hatch, won't freeze and die. But yeah, this here I'll put back into the worm bin. All right, I am gonna jump off and I will get back on in a little while because I need to go eat some food. I'm hungry. You all have yourselves a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. As always, I appreciate it. Like and subscribe if you think this is interesting, or hit dislike if you hate me. And whatever. I don't care. Do whatever. Do you. Laters.